Eloquent English. Unlock the power of fluent English. Yo, welcome back to Eloquent English, your favorite place to learn real-life English with real-life conversations.
Hi, I'm Helen, and I'm so happy you're here with us today. If you've ever felt nervous or stuck in a job interview, you're not alone.
Totally. I still remember my first interview in English. I sat down and my brain just froze, like total silence.
Oh no, Carl! That's every learner's nightmare. But hey, that's exactly why we're doing this episode. Because we don't want that to happen to you.
Yep. Today's episode is called Job Interview in English. Master these 10 questions to get hired. We're going to walk you through the 10 most common interview questions and help you answer them in a way that feels natural, confident, and totally you.
We'll give you real examples, mini dialogues, and phrases you can repeat out loud with us. So if you've got a job interview coming up, or you just want to sound more confident in English, stay with us till the end.
And hey, if you find this episode helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe, and leave us a comment. It really supports our channel and helps us keep going. So, ready to impress your future boss in English? Let's get started.
Okay, let's kick things off with the most classic interview question ever. Tell me about yourself. Sounds simple, but it can totally catch you off guard.
Yes. And the trick is, don't tell your life story. Keep it short, professional, and focused on the job. Here's a good way to structure it. Start with where you are now, then share something about your past experience, and finish with what you're looking for next.
Let's try a simple version together. You can repeat after me. I'm currently working as a customer service assistant. I've been in this role for 2 years, and I really enjoy helping people solve problems. Now, I'm looking for a new opportunity where I can grow my skills and take on more responsibility.
That's clear, confident, and easy to understand, perfect for an A2, B1 learner.
But Helen, what if someone's still a student or hasn't worked much before?
Great question. You can still use the same structure. For example, I'm a final year business student. During my studies, I worked part-time at a cafe, where I learned to communicate well with customers. I'm now looking for a job where I can use both my English and teamwork skills.
Love that. It's short, it's real, and it shows you're ready to learn and grow.
All right, let's jump into a short mini dialogue. Scene: you're sitting in a job interview for an office assistant role.
So, tell me about yourself.
I recently finished university with a degree in English. During school, I worked part-time in a bookstore. I enjoyed helping customers and organizing events. Now, I'm looking for a full-time job where I can use my communication skills.
You can pause here and practice that mini dialogue again. Say it with confidence.
And remember, you're not trying to be perfect. You're trying to be clear, real, and friendly.
Boom! 1 question down, 9 more to go.
All right, now it's time for one of the most important questions in any interview. Why do you want this job?
Oof, this one used to stress me out. I mean, the real answer might be, I need money. But we can't just say that, right?
Exactly. This question is about showing your interest in the company and the role. Here's the formula I usually give my students. Say something positive about the company, mention what you like about the role, and link it to your skills or career goals.
Okay, let's do a sample together. You guys can repeat after me. I really admire your company's focus on customer care. I enjoy working with people, and I think this role will allow me to grow my communication skills while helping your team succeed.
Nice. It sounds honest and focused, and it shows you did some research.
Right, now let's try one for someone applying to a marketing job.
Sure. I've always been interested in creative work, and I love how your company values innovation. This job is a great match for my skills in writing and design, and I'm excited to learn from your team.
Short, sweet, clear.
Ready to practice in a mini scene? Scene. You're applying for a job at a travel company that focuses on eco-friendly tours.
Why do you want this job?
I'm very passionate about travel and protecting the environment. I love that your company offers eco-friendly tours. This role is a great chance for me to use my skills and do something meaningful.
You can pause here, practice the dialogue, and try to make it personal to your own story.
And don't be afraid to smile when you speak. It shows enthusiasm, even through Zoom.
All right, next question coming up is one of the trickiest ones. All right, it's time for the classic combo question. What are your strengths and what are your weaknesses? These two always come as a pair, and wow, they can be tough to answer.
Yep. Let's start with strengths. The key here is to pick one or two skills that match the job and give a real-life example to support them.
So don't just say, I'm hardworking, say how you're hardworking.
Exactly. Try this format. Say the strength, then give a short example of how you've used it.
Let's do it together. One of my strengths is being organized. In my last job, I managed the team's schedule and made sure deadlines were always met.
Boom. Clear and to the point. Okay, now let's talk weaknesses, the scary part.
Yeah, this is where a lot of people freeze up. But here's the trick. Be honest, but show that you're improving.
Exactly. Here's a safe structure. Mention a small weakness. Explain how you're working on it.
For example, I used to feel nervous when speaking in public, but I've been taking steps to improve, like joining meetings and practicing presentations.
That's a great answer. It shows self-awareness and growth.
All right, practice time. Scene. You're in an interview for a junior marketing assistant job.
What would you say is one of your strengths?
I'm very detail-oriented. I always double-check my work, especially when creating reports or social media posts.
And what about a weakness?
I sometimes take too long to finish tasks because I want everything to be perfect, but I've been learning to balance quality and time better.
Practice that conversation out loud. Try changing the examples to match your own experiences.
And remember, everyone has weaknesses. The goal is to show that you're learning and improving.
Okay, question number 4, and this one really puts you on the spot. Why should we hire you?
Yeah, it kind of feels like, so, prove yourself now. But don't worry, we'll show you a way to answer this without sounding too pushy or too shy.
Here's a structure I love. Start with your top skill or experience, then link it to what the company needs, and with what you can bring to their team.
Let's try it together. I have strong communication skills and I enjoy solving problems. I know this role needs someone who can speak with customers clearly, and I believe I can make their experience more positive.
Nice. It's focused on the value you bring to the company. Let's try another example for someone applying to a warehouse position.
Okay. I'm very reliable and good at following instructions. I understand the importance of safety and time management in this job, and I'm confident I can support your team's daily operations.
Perfect. Just imagine what the company is looking for and show them how you match that.
All right, it's your turn. Scene. You're applying to be a receptionist at a hotel.
Why should we hire you?
I have a friendly personality and I love helping people. I speak English and Spanish so I can welcome guests from different countries. I'm also very organized and quick to solve problems.
Now pause and say that out loud, or change it to your own version.
And remember, this is your moment to shine, so speak with confidence and keep it simple.
Yes, you're not trying to be perfect, just prepared.
All right, now let's talk about a question that really shows how you think. Tell me about a challenge you faced at work.
Yes, and for this one, we highly recommend using the STAR method. It helps you organize your answer clearly.
Let's break that down. S is situation, what was happening. T is task, what did you need to do. A is action, what action did you take. R is result, what happened in the end.
It might sound a bit formal, but it helps your answers stay short and focused. Here's a beginner-friendly example.
I had to handle an upset customer who received the wrong product. I listened carefully, apologized, and arranged a replacement right away. The customer was happy, and they later wrote a good review online.
You see? Simple situation, clear actions, positive results.
Let's do one more, maybe for a student.
Sure. During a group project, one teammate wasn't doing their part. I spoke with them privately and helped them understand their task better. After that, they participated more and we finished the project on time.
That shows leadership and communication, perfect for an entry-level job.
Time for a practice scene. Scene, you're applying for a job at a retail store and they ask about a challenge.
Can you describe a challenge you faced at work?
Yes, at my last job, we had a very busy holiday season. Many customers were waiting in line. I stayed calm, worked quickly, and helped my team finish all the orders on time. My manager thanked me for staying focused under pressure.
Try saying that with us, or write your own example using the STAR method.
And hey, your challenge doesn't need to be dramatic. It just needs to show how you solve problems in a smart, calm way.
Exactly. You're showing that you're ready for real-life situations at work.
All right, question 6. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? This one can be tricky, right?
Oh yes, you don't need to have your life completely planned out, but you do want to show that you have goals and that this job fits into your future.
Exactly. Employers want to know, are you motivated? Are you planning to stay and grow with the company?
So here's a simple and honest way to answer. I want to improve my skills and take on more responsibility. In 5 years, I hope to grow within the company and maybe lead a small team.
Nice. Let's do one for someone applying for a hospitality job.
Sure. I see myself learning more about customer service and hotel management. I hope to become a supervisor and support new team members in the future.
That's perfect. It's positive, focused, and still flexible. Okay, let's jump into a short scene. Scene, you're at an interview for a front desk role at a gym.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I'd like to grow in the fitness industry. I enjoy working with people, and I hope to learn more about health services. In the future, I'd love to become a team leader or assistant manager.
Pause here and practice that out loud. Think about your own career dreams, even if they're small. Just be honest and motivated.
And remember, there's no perfect answer here. Just show that you have goals and a positive attitude.
That's what future bosses love to hear.
Okay, now let's face a big one. How do you handle stress or pressure?
Ooh, yep, some people panic just hearing this question.
But here's the truth. Everyone feels stressed sometimes. What interviewers want to know is, can you stay calm and keep going when things get hard?
Right. You don't have to say, I never get stressed. That's not real. Instead, give an example of how you deal with stress in a healthy way.
Let's try this one. When I feel stressed, I take a deep breath and focus on the most important task first. I try to stay organized and keep a positive attitude.
Nice. Let's do one for a team situation.
Okay, When my team had a tight deadline, I helped organize the tasks and made sure we supported each other. We finished the project on time, and I learned how to stay calm under pressure.
See that? You're showing you can manage emotions and help others too.
Let's try a mini scene now. Scene. You're applying for a kitchen assistant role in a busy restaurant.
How do you handle pressure during busy times?
When things get busy, I stay focused and work with my team. I take short, deep breaths and try not to panic. I also ask for help when needed so we can work faster together.
Practice that, or use your own experience. It doesn't have to be about work, it can even be from school or a volunteer job.
Exactly. Show that you don't run away from stress, you face it calmly and keep going.
And that's something every employer wants to hear. All right, here comes one that makes a lot of people nervous. Why did you leave your last job? Or sometimes they ask, why are you looking for a new job?
Yes, and this one can feel personal, but here's the golden rule. Be honest, but keep it positive.
Exactly. You don't want to say, I hated my boss, even if that's true.
Let's not go there. Instead, focus on your growth. Say something like, I'm looking for new challenges and more chances to grow my skills.
Or, I enjoyed my last job, but I'm ready for a new environment and more responsibility.
And if you were laid off or your contract ended, just say it calmly. Like, my previous company had to cut staff because of budget changes, so now I'm excited to find a new opportunity.
Simple, clear, respectful.
All right, time to practice. Scene. You're applying for an admin role after your previous job ended.
Why did you leave your last position?
My contract ended after 1 year. It was a great experience, and I learned a lot. Now I'm looking for a more permanent role where I can grow long-term.
Hit pause and try that out loud. Or think about how you would answer honestly, without blaming anyone.
This is your chance to show maturity. Even if your last job wasn't perfect, show that you're focused on the future, not the past.
Well said, Helen. Positivity always wins.
Okay, now we're on the final question of the interview. And guess what? It's your turn to ask them a question. That's right, the famous, do you have any questions for us?
And please don't say, no, I'm good. This is your chance to show interest, curiosity, and professionalism.
Yes, asking a smart question shows that you care about the role and want to know more.
So here are some great questions you can ask. What does a typical day look like in this role? What are the next steps in the hiring process? What kind of training do you offer for new employees?
Perfect. And if you want to show team spirit, you could ask, can you tell me more about the team I'd be working with?
Love that. These questions help you learn more, and they leave a good impression too.
All right, let's practice a short scene. Scene. The interview is almost finished. The manager looks at you and says,
Do you have any questions for us?
yes, thank you. I'd love to know more about the team I'd be working with. Also, what does a normal day look like in this role?
You know what to do. Pause and repeat that out loud. Try it in your own voice, your own words.
And keep it simple. 1 or 2 thoughtful questions are more than enough.
Also, it's totally okay to write your questions down and bring them to the interview.
Smart and prepared. That's what we want our listeners to be.
And now you've made it through all 10 questions.
All right, listeners, before we wrap up, let's test what you've learned with a quick challenge. We've got 3 mini quiz questions to help you practice. Ready? Let's go. Question 1. Which of these is a good way to answer, what's your weakness? A, I don't have any. B, I hate people. C, I sometimes overthink, but I'm learning to manage it.
The answer is C. That answer is honest and shows that you're improving.
Okay, next one. Question 2. What's a good question to ask at the end of the interview? A. What do you do here? B. How much vacation do I get? C. What kind of training do you offer?
The best answer is C. It shows you're interested in learning and growing.
Last one. Question 3. What should you say when asked, tell me about yourself? A. I like cats. B. I'm a Libra and I love pizza. C. I've been working in customer service for 2 years and I'm looking to grow my skills.
And the correct answer is C. Keep your answers short, professional, and focused on the job.
Nice work, everyone.
All right, friends, before we say goodbye, let's reflect for a moment. If you've ever felt nervous before a job interview in English, you're not alone.
Yes, and it's totally okay to feel scared. But with practice and preparation, you can feel calm, clear, and confident.
Let's ask you 2 questions to think about. Have you ever given an answer in English that didn't go as planned? Which of these 10 questions do you find the hardest, and why?
Ooh, those are deep ones. Listeners, feel free to share your answers in the comments below. We'd love reading your stories.
And Helen, do you remember one of your own mistakes in an interview?
Oh, yes. I once said I'm very lazy. I mean, laid back. Not the best first impression.
Classic slip. For me, I used to speak too fast in interviews because I was nervous. But then the interviewer would ask me to repeat things. Not ideal.
So true. And that's why we always remind learners, speak slowly. Use short, clear sentences, pause, and breathe.
Also, here are 3 common mistakes to avoid in interviews. Saying, I don't know, or whatever you want. Instead, try something like, that's a good question. Let me think for a second. Speaking too generally. Instead, use examples. Being too humble or too confident. Instead, show your real self with balance.
Yes, and remember, interviews are not tests. They're conversations. You're not trying to be perfect. You're trying to be understood, honest, and friendly.
Wow, we covered a lot today. Let's do a quick recap.
You learned how to answer the 10 most common job interview questions with real examples, mini dialogues, and phrases you can repeat with us.
We also gave you vocabulary tips, mini quizzes, and ways to avoid common mistakes.
If you want to review everything, don't forget to download the free PDF. It's in the description.
And hey, if you liked this episode, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment below. We'd love to hear what job you're preparing for.
Also, we've got a super exciting episode coming next week, but we're keeping it a surprise for now, so make sure those notifications are on.
Thanks again for joining us, friends. You've got this, one question at a time.
Stay confident, stay kind, and keep practicing your English. Bye-bye.